Welcome back, YouTubers. We're inside the Zephyr today. We've got to finish out this boxing down around the corner, and the same with the door frame here. We need to continue those down on both sides, give this car some more structure so we can take some of the temporary bracing out. You see I'm following a little close right here. I'm going to try to stretch this out a little bit. A little hammer and dolly work. I'm going to try to take just a blade's width off of there. I'll have to probably remove that and bring some boxing in there. Kind of like to get some more of this done before I take that completely back out. See if we can just trim a scotch off of this corner, kind of bring it back. Not bad. Well, we'll stretch that a little more. See if that helps. So I'm going to come in from the outside here. I got an opening here in the roof. Got my clamp here so I can lift this up a little bit. And I'm going to spot weld this archway into the boxing, the edge there. Jump in here and take a look at that. This does have to come down a bit. It's a little high. That boxing was too square. It starts to taper down. This is going to taper down to get narrower as it comes down. Yeah, we're headed in the right direction there. Got some original archway that was behind the back door. I think I might be able to utilize part of this. Trim it off up here, tie it into this arch, and structure here. Maybe. A little shorter. Trim it off a little shorter. Clean this off here. This is just a tail here. It may be worthwhile to give me some structure, and I might be able to tag this piece on below that and get back in here. And I want to build a lot more structure in the back. But I think I'll start by trimming this tail off here. Maybe rough cutting this and seeing where we're at. See if I can utilize this. Okay, I've trimmed this off up here. Looks like it's going to sit in there nice. I'm going to have to remove this staple molding here, and then of course I can get in from the skin outside, weld that. I'm going to take this bow back out once I get a little rigidity here. Might even put a temporary brace across the roof here. This was to keep the span right, was flexing wider and narrower here. But I think this will work out nicely to get me to here. And from here I may build some triangulation off of this upright here. That way I can go forward to, or go back towards the fender well and the rear quarter and build some structure in there. It's kind of cobbled, but that's got a lot of good strength to it. It's basically it's got a nice flat on top, nice flat on bottom. Some of this was double layered. We'll try to leave that in there if it's tied in tight, and give us some more strength. Okay, I think this piece will work well enough. Follows the contour pretty good right through there. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Cut it and dial it in, see if I can get it in there in a suitable place. If so, we'll attach it outside of the car and then slide it back in. I think I'm close enough here. I'm going to take this piece, top piece back out, weld this piece in here. You can always trim it off down below, but the more structure I've got down there, I may just go straight to the floor with some angle iron or something, tie this to the floor. Be easier to bridge then back to the quarter panel and the fender well. A little bit of burn out there. So I did a relief cut through there. I'm going to open that up, or pinch that together, see if I can take this extra rise out of it, and you still utilize the piece that we've got. That actually followed around pretty good, so I think I'm going to weld this up in one piece here and stick it back in and see if I can attach it. That'll get me bracing all the way down to this point. I have the opposite of this side saved, so I think I can repeat the same process on the other side. And I can get through the skin up here to weld the back side. Probably end up taking this bridge out once I get both sides tied into something back here. Okay, I got this splice fully welded here, and I got everything clamped back in. She's butted tight up here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a few tacks on it so I can get these clamps out of the way and bring the door closed. and check my fitment there. Although it's not much to go off of because I know that is not correct with the door line and a rain gutter, but the boxing on the inside of the door is going to have to be corrected just a fuzz. So I'm going to tack this in here real quick. Just a couple along the edge here that I can cut loose if I don't like where this is at. You don't want to get in a blind spot back on the back side and tack it and then find out later you need to take it out, because you'll never get a saw back in there. I think I might just be able to buzz that together. The alignment's not horrible. Okay, we're back to the driver's side. We're going to try to fuse this arch up right there. Didn't work out bad on the other side. It's going to be fish plated by the dome light arch, you know, the arch that falls across the middle of the roof here. So let's get started on that. Okay, we're trying to put this rib structure back up here while laying across angle iron, keeping the car rigid so after we get all this stuff in. Hey, I kind of like that. They're up here pretty decent. We'll may have to put a plate on this where it's cut off a little short. Probably in the haste of chopping the car up. Just do a little tacking. And we're back around to the passenger side. Okay, I was fish plating this arch in here and I've run out of wire. I don't know, it's 11 o'clock. Approaching midnight. I'm gonna call it here. I think maybe tomorrow we'll start tying in the structure back here, get it tied into the fender well, and then we can cut the angle iron braces out of this thing. Alright, you know the drill. Like and subscribe, and keep watching the Zephyr build.